Hey guys, it's Kimberlee and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and I'm coming at you with the bare face, so you know what that means. It's time for a skincare video. I recently got the grand idea to try Good Molecules, which is a super affordable skincare line. I consider it comparable to The Ordinary. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I was using The Ordinary skincare products and they transformed my skin. Basically for the last 2 years I was having some amazing transformations. I took a step back from using it to see if, I didn't need it anymore. And then I started to notice recently that my skin was just going through some craziness. I think dealing with wearing the masks all day, stressful moments, etc. Just in general, like breaking out. For whatever strange reason, I took out using an exfoliator, like a chemical exfoliator. And if you have acne or skincare issues or whatever, like SOS, you need an exfoliator. I did a whole video on AHAs and BHAs, which are alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, and the importance of them and how they really do transform the skin. And yet for whatever reason, I didn't take my own advice and I thought like, oh, I should be fine. I'll just have a basic skincare line, nothing too wild. My skin and the surface of my skin was just starting to look really, cruddy and bumpy and all that kind of stuff. So I deep dived back into research and I was like, oh yeah, you took out the exfoliators. You need those back in. Not just the scrubs that can, have the beads in it and all that, but the ones that go into the skin, the chemical ones that can penetrate further and actually have some changes occur. So when I did my search before going back to The Ordinary, I decided to try out Good Molecules. They are a vegan brand, they're cruelty free, super affordable. I like the coloring and all of that, so I got a few products. Now I feel like I've been using them for about 3 weeks or so now, 2, 3 weeks, it's definitely more than 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks or so. And I think I'm going through like a purge, or these products are breaking me out. So we're gonna get into what I'm using, what's been going on. I wanna kind of keep pushing through because I've heard really great things about this brand. And so I wanna kind of really put my best foot forward and at least do like a month on these products before I ditch them or say that they're not for me. So let me get into what I'm using and what I've been noticing in my skin. So the first thing that I got that I absolutely was invested in and really interested in was this one. This is the Discoloration Correcting Serum. Even Dr. Dre, if you guys know Dr. Dre on YouTube, even her, she recommends this. So I was definitely really excited to get this. This you can use AM and PM. I use it for the AM after my toner. It goes on real smooth. So the consistency is kind of like a white, milky vibe, but it's very smoothing and feels really moisturizing on the skin. So what's in this? That's basically the All-Star is tranexamic acid. I've talked about this before in another product and how great it is for the skin. There's been a lot of research recently that talks about how it's really good for helping with hyperpigmentation, irritation, red bumps, etc. So this has the tranexamic acid. It also has niacinamide, same deal, all the important things. I'll have some information down below. So there's a lot of all-stars in this, and the point is that it's supposed to help even out your skin tone, and the tranexamic goes super deep to kind of help with the discoloration. So in theory, this is supposed to be amazing. I like the way that it feels on my skin. I feel like I haven't noticed any stickiness after I've been using it or putting it on my skin, and I do like that a little bit goes a long way, so these will be with me for a while. So the next one that I have that I've been using is the overnight exfoliator treatment. This is formulated with the AHAs and BHAs that I mentioned before that help to resurface and renew the skin. So this is literally a chemical exfoliator. It's gonna help with that cell turnover. Something that's important about this one is that you should only use it 3 times a week. I try to use this at night every other day. I like that they don't have like a super watery consistency, but they have like a tiny little bit of weight to them. So it goes on very easily, but it doesn't feel like nothing is on your skin. So I really like that. And so this one has the glycolic and lactic acid, which I've used lactic acid before and had really great results. It's good for acne, your pores, your hyperpigmentation. At nighttime, all I do is take off my makeup, wash my face, use a toner, put this on, and then I do a moisturizer, and that's it for the nights that I use this. So I keep it very simple. I don't mix it with anything else just because of the acids. And according to Dr. Dre's video, she said don't mix it with vitamin C or any of the retinols. Just keep that in mind for if you're using this with other skincare as well. The next thing that I got is the niacinamide serum. So I was just really trying to go ham with, things that are gonna help with my, the texture of my skin, etc. So this has 10% niacinamide, and it's to refine your skin texture and minimize pores. Now, Dr. Dre actually says that you don't need anything higher than 4% of niacinamide. So this is 10%, so I am trying to maybe keep track of like what it's doing to my skin. Maybe I'm doing too much, but I use this on the alternating night. So the night that I don't do the exfoliator treatment, I use this serum instead, and then I go in with my moisturizer. So I try to keep it that I'm not doing too much with it, but maybe I am, and that's where the issue is coming from. And finally, just out of curiosity, I got their silicone-free priming moisturizer. I thought it's sometimes really good to keep all of your skincare like within the same line, so I figured this would be helpful. It's formulated with shea butter, macadamia seed oil, and a plant-derived silicone alternative to deeply hydrate, smooth, and nourish the skin. I definitely notice a lot of hydration, and it actually smooths in really well. It doesn't feel thick at all, which I actually like. My previous moisturizer, which I did love, was a little bit thicker, so this is a nice change up, and I do feel like it goes into the skin very quickly. The one thing that I will say is that I guess this is a plus. It's a plus that it's super moisturizing, but I do find that if I put this on in the morning and then put on my mask and go wherever I need to go or whatever, late morning I do see some oily building up on my skin. So because I have oily skin, maybe this is doing a little too much. What I end up doing is kind of like wiping off the excess on my face so that I don't stay oily. But this is something that I feel like might be good for like under makeup and then you continue on. But I'm not so convinced that it's good for me, someone that, or anyone else that has oily skin, for just wearing it and to go. I think this, and then once my sunscreen gets involved, it's just a lot of moisture, and I think it might be too much, which makes me wonder if when I have all that skincare on and it is under my mask and my mask is unclosed for so many hours, maybe that's where the breakouts are coming from. But this brings me to my point. So what's been happening is that right after, I would say within like a week or so, I was breaking out, like breaking out. I have like the remnants on my face. I'll do some close-ups, but like I was just kind of like, okay. It's a big old truck going through. I changed up my mask to try to help because I thought maybe the certain type of mask that I was using was maybe trapping heat a little bit more. I'm not sure. I change my mask regularly throughout the day. I do have to wear my mask for like 12 plus hours sometimes, depending when I'm at work, and that's a requirement. So I've still just seen massive breakouts. They're all within this still frame. So I think it's a combination of maybe the new products just kind of like drawing everything out. I'm not sure. Mask wearing. I had to get new headshots recently and I was like, well, I'm 3 weeks out. This is great. I'm gonna have like clear skin for those shots. It actually was quite the opposite. I've never had so many breakouts in my life, and it definitely did make me feel a little self-conscious. I know that they can like Photoshop that out, etc. But I was so looking forward to having like that, just, you know, renewed skin, refreshed skin, and it was the complete opposite of what could happen. It was just, I had these massive ones down here. I have some over here as well. I don't know if there's a purging period with this, but I feel like there is, because it was kind of 2 weeks of just lots of bumps popping up. And again, I was only using this. Everything else in my skincare has stayed the same. So I've got the Fenty wash, I've got the Fenty toner or rose water toner. These are all simple ingredients that I've been using for plus 6 months now. So I know that those aren't the issues, or maybe mixing those, it just feels very gentle. Anybody out there, did you go through a purging as well? I just, I'm trying to hang on. I really, really, really am, because I feel like, you know, looking at all the ingredients and stuff, these are the things that my skin needs, and maybe this just is that exfoliating process, the renewed skin process. I will say though, like, it's Monday and Saturday is the most recent close-up I have where my skin was really bad, and it has gone down a bit. Like, let me get closer. It's somewhat better, says with massive hesitation. They're just not as big and red and splotchy. I've been using some acne patches to help, but I'm just like, are these all gonna next up turn, you know, from red to brown? I'm just gonna have to deal with massive scarring, because that's like not what I wanted. Are these good? Is it good molecules? Is this a good thing? I can't give a review on it just yet because I'm hanging on for dear life, but I am gonna stick with it. So let me know down below if you've had any issues. Another thing that I want to point out, which is super cool, this like Darth Vader mask right here. This is a LED light therapy mask from PeppyCo. They reached out to me. This is not sponsored at all, and they wanted me to try it out, and it's interesting. So you can use this for your skin up to like 30 minutes a couple times a week. So each one of them emits like a different level of the LED lights. There's red, there's yellow, and there's blue. Blue is for acne, which, hello, we need right now to help with your acne. The red one is for anti-aging, and then the yellow is for detoxifying effects. So it says it encourages skin renewal and eliminates sun damage. I just think the front of this is really, really cute. My first time I put on a podcast, and because it said I could try, you know, all the 3 lights in one session, that's what I did. The cool thing about this is that the lights automatically go off after 10 minutes of use. After the second one to the third one, I like fell asleep. So I think that, I don't think I can commit to 30 minutes. I think that that's gonna make me go to sleep. It was at night though, but I like the idea of just 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. And then after, what I do is I make sure I go in with my toner, moisturizer, all that good stuff, and then I go right to sleep. So I've used this about 2 or 3 times, and I find it really interesting. I'm going to be continuing to add this in. I want to do whatever I can to help my skin, and I like that I have different options. So that's what I'm doing with my skincare right now. I'm gonna update you guys. I want to at least give it a month's try before I say like, nah, we're out of here. But right now, I feel like I am going through a purging situation, and it is not fun. Hopefully there's no more purging, and we start to get moving towards some clear skin. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.